Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Quality Videos. The desert is so huge and the horizon is so distant that they make a person feel tiny and as if he should remain silent, said famous Paulo Coelho. Viewers, desert covers about 1/3 of Earth's landmass. Almost every continent has deserts except Europe. People say that Europe has no desert, but many people consider Tabernas Desert as a typical one. Scientists are still debating on it. The largest desert in Antarctica, but it is a cold desert. The largest hot desert is in Africa, the Great Sahara Desert. Viewers, in today's episode, we will tell you some interesting facts about the mighty Sahara. We will unleash the myths regarding mysterious Sahara, but before moving forward, please like and subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for more quality videos. Viewers, the Sahara spans across North Africa region with an area of 9.2 million square kilometer. When we hear the word Sahara, an Arabic dialect origin comes to mind. It's originated from the word Sahara, which means desert. Sahara stretches from Red Sea in east to Atlantic Ocean in west. It touches Mediterranean in the north and goes all the way to the Sudan region in southern side. Viewers, Sahara covers large parts of Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Nigeria, and Sudan. It also touches some parts of Morocco and Tunisia. It almost covers 31% of the African continent. The Sahara Desert is large and bright that it can be seen from other stars and a surface feature of Earth's. With new technology, every inch of Sahara can be scanned. Viewers, Christopher Horberson is a senior producer for the Vox video team. He discovered unusual 22 circles. They were almost 420 meters away from each other. They were each precisely 42 meters in diameter. He observed via Google Earth. These were near Algeria, so he thought to uncover the reality. He initially thought that they were burial mounds, water boring system. These were some theories, so he started working on it. He did some extensive work and searched online. He also searched about the tumuli. He thought canats needed to drill holes to take out water effortlessly. But he hit the dead end because there was no sign of life or greenery. Christopher got in touch with the satellite organization and asked for the clear pictures. When he got pictures, he realized there were tire tracks, so things got clear that these were recently made. They made decision of doing the expedition. They faced many hard challenges like communications, lack of infrastructure. They talked to locals and found out what exactly had happened. These circles were filled with dynamite and explosives and were used to find out the presence of oil. This was an old way of finding out about presence of oil reserves. This was just one imprint of humans over Sahara. Viewers, the majority of Sahara is mainly rocky landscape, largely barren, high altitude, and hard rocky plateaus, where most of the sand has been removed by deflation. They are generally hamades. Hamades are produced by the wind, which moves the fine products of weathering. Many of the sand dunes are over 180 meters high. Harsh winds and little rainfall shake the deserts, all the desert's features to unusual landforms. The temperature of Sahara can sometimes over 30 degrees Celsius and can go to 47 degrees Celsius. Coldest Sahara can be as -0.5 degrees Celsius. Some people consider rigid structure in Mauritania a product of these harsh winds and weather conditions. Viewers, we are going to learn about the famous rigid structure and myths related to it. But before going further, please like, share, and subscribe our channel for more quality videos. So coming back, in 1965 a spacecraft was going right above Sahara Desert. The astronauts, who were James McDevitt and Edward White, noticed something unbelievable. They were astonished to see something that magnificent in between barren Sahara. They saw some circular type structures. At first, they thought they saw some dunes, but it seemed like a human eye. It resembles the human eye cornea and pupil. It is located near Adrar Plateau of the Sahara. In Arabic, risat means feathers, and it is also known as tagnis, referring to the circular opening of the leather pouch. These pouches were used to take out water from the wells. Viewers, the diameter of this structure is 40 kilometers and total areas of 18,500 square kilometers. It is so huge that it can only be seen from the space. It cannot be seen by a normal person. When a person is inside the structure, it feels like it's standing between a valley. It is also called Eye of Sahara. Viewers, some people connect this weird structure to magic and superstition. Locals consider it a part of folk tale, but that is a part of myth. This structure is so precisely made that it creates question in mind. Some scientists say that it can be due to large meteor hitting Earth. Might be several thousands or million years ago, but the precision of the circle make it feel unnatural. It feels like it is man-made. Secondly, there were no traces of foreign particles. That is why till now scientist community is debating on its existence. Guys, some scientists have a counter theory about this structure. The historians have discussed the city of Atlantic many times. Numerous historians explain the formation of Atlantic City exactly like the structure found miraculously in the middle of Sahara. The perfect circles and ring-like shapes of rigid structures resembles the map of Atlantic is a fictional island. It is mentioned in Plato's work. Plato told the story of Atlantic around 360 BC, the founder of Atlantic. He said they were half gods and half humans. They created a utopian civilization and became a great naval power. It was interesting to know that how they made their home. According to historians, these people were quite advanced. Their homes were made of concentric circles separated by wide bridges and linked by canals. This was a city over sea. This island contained gold, silver, and many more expensive materials. People used to live their life in luxury. They had rare exotic animals. For Plato, Atlantis existed around 9,000 years before his time. His story is the only scripture found that mentioned this city. There are many similarities seen between Eye of Sahara and Atlantis City. As far as location is concerned, about 2,500 years ago, a great historian Herodotus made the world map. If we see the map, it had the city name Atlantis. You can find connections between both locations. Some scientists proves that both the locations are same. Furthermore, not only Herodotus' map mentioned Atlanti, but 2,000 years ago, Roman historian Pomponius Mela made a world map. According to him, he had a city named Atlantia in the western region of Africa. These both can make Eye of Sahara. Scientists are still debating of the rigid structure. It is one of the mysteries of Sahara. Sahara is full of layers and layers of unrevealed mysteries. The heat and blazing sun of Sahara is unmatchable. The dry valley, the dusty dunes, and the sandy storms were not always like this. According to scientists, Earth was not the same as it is right now. It has changed for millions and trillions of years. The land which is frozen was sunny once. The area that was freezing cold had become hot and dry. Same way Sahara was once very green. It was an ideal place for living. After every 100 years, Sahara changes its area about 10%. It can expand or compact. Sahara has many types of sandy areas. Some areas are covered with brown sand, some areas are covered with by whitish lime sand. Scientists have also discovered fossils and remains of trees that can never be found in deserts. Scientists concluded that Sahara was once a part of ocean. They had this theory that brown sand comes from the seabed. When the air comes in contact with seabed, it erodes into sand. Scientists have one more explanation, that due to the water weight lime deposits into seabed, and when wind erodes it turns the limestone into white flax sand. With wind, these sands, brown and white, both starts making dunes. This is how mighty sand dunes came into existence. That is just one theory about these massive sand dunes. Viewers, another fact that 2.6 million years ago, Earth went through its last ice age. Everything froze. All the water bodies turned into glacier. Greenery was gone. This was due to the change in orbit. Earth went far away from Sun. During Ice Age, the land near equator did not freeze completely, but it became livable, and cold temperature caused Saharan region to bloom. It was able to bear human and other animal species. This period made Sahara greener and meadows were formed. Traces of old civilizations were found in Sahara. They are oasis and garden-type landforms till now in between Sahara. Even though Sahara receives less rainfall, but some oasis has water bodies in between. There are caves to rest for travelers. Their animals can have free grazing. They feel like mini heaven for people traveling through dry, dusty, hot deserts. In these caves, old drawings can be found on rocks. It feels as in the people from past tried to talk to people from future. Cow was a common image in these scriptures. It shows that these cattle were present in the past. Cattle like cow can only survive where there are open meadows. One more proof given by scientists that Sahara was once greener than imagination. It had logic to it. Viewers, another interesting fact is that Sahara had only 25% of sand. Other than that, it is full of hills and ridges. Guys, according to geologists, Sahara is expected to be green again after 15,000 years. Many civilizations lived in Sahara region. Kiphians, Phoenicians, and many more. Many dinosaurs fossils were found here. Mummies, different animals, and unique stones were also found. Guys, some people say the Sahara Desert is like layers of history. The more you dig in, the more history unwraps. Old mythological stories and creatures exist, and were found here. Someone once said that the desert tells a different story every time one ventures on it. Old history tells us to focus on present. One should cherish. So live life beautifully. Understand the nature and its miracles. Before ending this episode, please give us your feedback and subscribe the channel. We will come back to you with another interesting episode of Quality Videos. Thanks for watching.